Hello everyone and welcome back to the plot. I know it's been a while, I haven't been very well about 2 weeks ago, and I've been doing stuff in the house as well. I have been starting my seeds off in the house, and the floor's just now covered in seed trays and grow lights. Now up here is a totally different story. When I've come up, nothing's germinated. Now I don't know if it's the compost or I haven't watered enough, but I have been up, I have watered twice and it just hasn't germinated. Peas, no, yeah, they were peas. The peas that I've done kind of started, but it's drying out too quick. So I feel like I'm going to have to come out up daily now to start watering these to see if they even germinate. But just in case, Krista's going to hate this, but I'm going to have to do some more in the house for what I've done here. So my salad seeds, I'm going to have to start off in the house just so I can keep on top of actually watering them and they're not fully drying out. But today's plan is I did get my fruit tree finally turned up from Amazon. So I think I'm going to plant out my fruit trees today, clear that ground, take the weed cover off to see what it's like, and then clear what weeds are there, dig down to plant the 2 trees I have got and the new one as well. Plant out the raspberry that I've got just so I can start on that fruit area. And I was going to do some pot up my leek seedlings, but with the way this is working in here at the minute, I don't really want to put it in here in case it does dry out and just kills them, and the month of growth I've got in them is just for a waste. So I think I'll take them back and do them in the house. But I also have some onion sets that I will be planting out, because yet again, for some reason my onion seeds when I've done them just haven't worked. Not 100% sure, they're just flopping straight over. So I think I'm going to do some sets, see if that works for us this year. Let's first go remove that cover and see what it's like under there. So we're going to move all this cover here to see what it's like. We can see some of the nettles have tried to grow through. So I feel like I am going to have to do a bit of digging to get these into the ground and clear of the weeds. Probably move you further back. So it's not done as much as I'd hoped for. There's still quite a bit around this part here that's quite greenish. But I'm just going to have to dig it probably over and see if that'll loosen up enough and clear most of that grass out the way. I am going to get some cardboard as well to put around the bottom of the trees to kind of weed suppress around them trees. So hopefully that'll do. Right, where'd I put you? There it is. actually not coming away too bad, actually. It's just surface level. It looks like the cover's done its job. So I'm going to get back to you after I've finished. There we go. I've dug much of the weeds, rubbish, all that out from underneath there up until a certain point, which I'm going to cover here with the sheet as well. Now, when I'm done, I don't think that's killed back enough. But that's enough room to put my tree there. I was just putting these on to see distances. So I'm probably going to put the other one about there, the new one I've got. But digging as usual in this plot, look at all that rubble. No doubt I'm going to find more when I dig down to plant these in. But yeah, you can. That's pretty much what it's like to dig on this plot. But I got like, you should be able to see it over there. There's like 2 wheelbarrows of weeds I took out. Right, so I'm happy with its placement here. So I'm going to try and dig down, see how much rubble I come across to plant this one. Still finding stuff in the ground. Glass and everything. Right, so I'm going to dig down in here. I'm not sure how big the root is. I'm actually going to lift it up to see how much root it has got. And then gives us an estimation of how much I'm going to dig down. Oh. So it has filled the pot, so I'm going to have to dig it down as deep as the pot. Oh. Not so much around by the feel of it. It is coming away, but I'll dig it down as deep as the pot and work away from there. I might backfill it in. What's this? It's melted glass. Oh my gosh. Oh. Ooh. Right. First one in. Seems to fit all right. I'm doing on a bit of a mound as well, just to help with drainage. It seems all right. It's a right level. I'm just going to backfill that, push it down. Hopefully that should do. Oh, that's my plum. Yeah, plum. Yeah, that was my plum tree. So get that one in first. I'm hoping that one over there will pollinate it. Did bear fruit last year. It should do it again this year. Hopefully a bit better with that tree over there. Still gonna pop some of that compost over the top of this, just to give it some fresh compost and nutrients on the top. and not have the old soil around it as well. I'll do it with all of them. They look so much smaller when they're not in the pot. They're a bit wonky, but they should sort themselves out. I'm hoping the wind doesn't get them. That one fell down quite a bit last year. But I'm going to get the one out that I ordered. Oh, I'll put it in the description where I got it, what plant it was. It was about £15. As you can see, it's just one stem. What I learned from last year when I bought one is I should have took some of the apples off. It got too heavy and it just snapped in half. It had that many apples, the tree just bent and just snapped because it was all on the one stem. This one seems to be doing side shoots, but I don't know if, I'm sure that one did as well, but it all seemed to be concentrated around the middle stem. So really, I don't think I should really let it fruit the first year to get it a bit more strength and hopefully end up like them too. And have a bit more strength behind it so it doesn't just collapse with its own weight. Now, they give you these sticks, which I don't think they're going to do that much to steady it. I am going to attempt that. I haven't got the big... stakes that you see from the garden centres. I probably should get one. I do know that one of my local ones I always go to does have it, so I might end up going there for it. It's like a runaway route there. Right, so if we put it there, it'll be in line with the other ones. I'll dig that down and probably push that in. I'm not sure if I've got any. I think I've got ties. I can probably tie that together or something. Let's get going. So yeah, they're even-ish. No, they're not. Yes, sir. You'll not tell the difference. Just don't tell Crystal. So that's the 3 trees. Now in between, I'm going to have these pots. Probably a couple other ones that are going to be the strawberries. And I'll possibly use them pots now. But questions me raspberries. I don't know where to put them. Do you think they would be fine in between the trees? Or we're thinking more down here? Because I know that does grow in the pot. That's probably got a year in the pot. I could put that in a pot. So I might just do that, have these as the trees and the strawberries here first, and a bit more, a couple of pots as well. But I'm thinking I'm going to put some wood chip around the base as well. I'm going to water them in and then put some wood chip around as well, just to help retain the moisture now, just with it growing in. Just to help with the retention of the water, just with them being freshly put in. And hopefully it weighs it down a bit as well. So I'm going to do that, get the wood chip from outside, it's still there. But first, water them in. Remember, water them in. All right, so there we go. I haven't mulched all of it with a wood chip. I just haven't got enough. So I've decided to do just like an area around them all. You barely see that little one. Hopefully that'll take off this year. But yeah, wood chipped all along here. Hopefully that'll keep the moisture. I did go on holiday last year, and when they were in the pots, I came back and all the apples were shriveled up. Obviously, they just hadn't had enough water. I was away for 4 or 5 days. Now, hopefully, with mulching it and being in the ground, I won't have that problem. But I can't do the strawberries the day I am going to the garden centre to pick up a lot. Or I have just got the latest issue of Grow Your Own, and there was something on it for 20 strawberry runners. So I'm going to have a look at them. I might order them because that was for just plain postage and packaging. So I might actually order them to do this. The Everberry, I think it was. Or it says garden centre, and I'm sure it's like £1 a pack or something like that. But that's the... I'm falling over bricks. That's the idea. To have apple trees and then them in between. I did have another one at the house, but I think I accidentally broke it the other day. So I may put some of them in them pots as well, or some herbs around there. I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, something like that. I think that looks great. What do you think? Well, Crystal had other ideas. We're going to put the strawberries at the end in them great pots, and then in between the trees, we're going to put the blackcurrant plant and the raspberry plant. And then at the other end, we're going to have the strawberries. Then around the outside, near the path on the other side, we're going to have decorative stones. And then we're going to have some pots dotted around with flowers in to help attract pollinator. And then around that back wall, we're going to have some flowers and some sunflowers. Right, before I get on the next job, planting the onion sets that I've got, I'm just going to show you around my wildlife area, and it's slowly come together. I just need to sort that pond out. Do you know what was devastating to find out as well? That snowdrops don't flower in the first years, or they rarely do. Because I was wondering the other day, there's only like 4 I'm seeing pop up, and they don't do anything in the first year. But the daffodils are starting to. Now, not all of them. I did actually, the ones that are flowering are an earlier one that I got. I did pick them out to keep flowering for a good couple of months. So obviously I've got these. I think there was one down there that is flowering as well. But then as you can see, there's some more here that haven't started. But they were definitely a later one, so they might actually start flowering very soon. Most of my things are coming up. I can see a couple of tulips. Also, drumsticks. I'm sure the alliums they're all starting to come up now. There's 2 there, a bit close together. But yeah, they're starting to come up. Tulips are starting to pop up. I kind of think, I know I got mini drumsticks, and I'm sure I got bigger ones as well. And I'm trying to find which ones will be the bigger ones. Yeah, the tulips, I think. Maybe them. That's very close to the edge. I can't remember a plant there. I bet the birds picked that up and put it there. You can see there the different ones that's coming along. I put most of the tulips that side. Daffodils went down that side, if I remember rightly. But everything seems to be coming along. Crystal will be potting up there, be actually sowing some seeds for our flowers that are going to go in here. But we are going to direct sow some as well. We just need to see which ones. But she's going to be doing that soon. And hopefully that'll just go like in the middle here. And that'll be like the wildflowers in the middle. And perhaps around the outside when everything else dies back, the daffodils and all that. But my job as well today was doing them onion sets, which when I look at my beds, I've got 4 ready for alliums. And I'll need more for the leek. Just looking at it, everything's going to be alliums. But I think I am going to do it here in this bed and see how close I can do the sowings together. But then my red ones, they seem to be plodding along, but I'm going to do the white ones in here because last year I had beans in there, so the soil should ignore the pools. That was the kids playing, making a house apparently, but that had beans in it. So I'm going to put a salad crop in there because that'll probably be good. I'm thinking kale, which I need to do. But yes, I am going to do the sets in here today. And I should have netting to keep over to keep them birds off, and then so I need to hunt for that as well. Right, let's get these onions done. Right, so the onions I'm going to be doing are Centurion. I think I just got them from B&M, or Home Bargains, I think. So it says 20 centimetres apart seems a bit far when I've got them other onions. I'm not going to do them 20 centimetres. I'm probably just going to do a hand width, which is about 15. Yeah. They're quite a size already, so I'm just going to pop them in. So I think I got, it was 150 grams, which I think was about 20 of them. About a handful apart. Yeah, I'm just going to continue doing that along there. So I've had enough for 3 rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 18 from that pack, and it was £1, which isn't too bad when you think of them. If they do all fully grown onions, cheaper than getting from the shop, isn't it? And then I can leave this side for something else, which I probably can't put my leeks in. Or if I do eventually start some by seed, maybe that. Because I'm not winning with my onion seeds. I know you can't do them when it's around. People do them Boxing Day and around now, but I'm just not winning with them. I'm not. Right, so if you remember last time, I found my netting. So I'm going to use the same metal poles that I used to protect the onion sets when I plant them in over autumn. So I'm going to pop them around the edges and then put some netting on just to deter any animals, like the foxes, the rats. I haven't had much problem with rats, luckily. Other plot I did. An old video. They kept coming in and just barging through the compost bin. I'm just taking these off now and adding them onto there. Probably overkill netting the full thing, but if anyone caught a glimpse of that, no, I am not trying to grow pine cones. I'm not trying to grow a pine tree. It's the children. They decided they were planting pine cones, which they're not in my beds, so we'll take them out just as I see them. Oh. Alright, so the netting, where to see you? Over here. Use you. Not very pretty, but it keeps the bugs away. Right, I'll give them a watering as well. All watered. I like doing directly just so that I don't water the whole bed in case there's any weeds there. You can see there are a few of them starting to pop up now that I have to take care of as well in between other beds. It looks like the sun's starting to kick the cabbages off. Even I did feed them the other day, but I'm hoping that they are starting to get quite big now, so they're looking good. But this is it from the allotment, so see you soon.